Hey everyone, it's Queen of Light 1111. So funny because I'm actually looking at my clock here and it says 1212. I mean, I think that's a significant number. I got to tell you, as you guys know, because many of you sent me emails and messages, through Instagram even yesterday, asking for where I was with my reading for yesterday. And I just couldn't. I couldn't was not ready to do a reading for you guys because the energies over the weekend were just crazy. Okay, I don't know what you guys have gone through, if something has occurred in your connection, but if you're part of this collective, absolutely something went down because I did do just a couple of quick check ins because I was feeling a lot of energy this weekend. So much so that, I even felt like I isolated myself, went back into hermit's mode. I too was purging a lot this weekend where it was very, very painful and it was purging the past. And it was really about old issues coming to the surface, but it was like the universe was creating this situation so that it could be finally be released. And I got to tell you, I don't typically share my personal story, but I have to tell you, things did come up even in my own situation where the the universe, and I think it's because I'm a guide to help all of you, and perhaps through my experiences you can like maybe gain some insight and learn. But it was painful. It was very painful. Things were manifested, illusions were manifested so that the final release of the feminine's pain can be released. Okay. And so, and it's interesting because I really feel like the shadow of the feminine was coming up. I mean, like, I even got to a place where I was like, gosh, what am I doing? Like, should I go back to corporate? Blah, blah, blah. So, I have this healer that I work with, Amanda Ronson, who is amazing. And I've been working with her for a while, and, she, kind of knew what was happening, what was going on. And she treats a lot of light workers, um and so I didn't want to go through it because I'm super super stubborn, and I just wanted to feel the pain. And I don't know, sometimes we get addicted to our pain, right? I'm a human too. I am a light worker, but I'm a human too. And it was like, no, I want to feel it. I want to release this. I want to be done, and so um, thanks to her love and care, she was like, please let me just work with you. And I did. And I will tell you that I woke up with so, not, I didn't wake up, like went through a regression. And through that, I received so many downloads that I'm going to do a few lives here within the next couple of weeks after I get my thoughts and all the messages together. And some of it will be on intuition of and perception. That is a big challenge right now for those of you on the journey. What is your intuition and what is your perception? And perception, this is not your typical journey. This is a sacred journey. And so your perception, your logical mind, is what you would use in the 3D world. And so what we're doing is we're perceiving things. Things are happening. Things are being created. Illusions are being created. And we're using our perception as our intelligence. But on this journey, your intuition is your intelligence. And because we're, humans, right, having this wonderful spiritual experience, we don't naturally tap in to our intuition. We get very logical. We get very, we go by our perception, what we're seeing, and then we just really dismiss the intuition. So I'm going to do a live on that. The second thing I'm probably going to do a live on is social media addictions. And a lot of you who are either in communication, little communication, no communication, are utilizing social media as your connection to see what's happening with your masculine. And that is a problem. That is a problem because that is all very scripted. It is all very, it's an illusion, and it lowers your vibration when you see something that triggers you. And so I'm going to do a live on that too. The third live that I'll probably do is on what is a twin flame, karmic, third party, soulmate. And so look out for those lives. Those will be lives, obviously free sessions that I'm going to do, because that is part of my mission and guide, to be your guide in those things that I downloaded. And so I have to tell you that when I was pulling cards over the weekend just to check on the collective, we got tower on tower on tower on tower. I'm not kidding you. The connection was showing tower clarified by tower. And so there was a major climactic event. And it didn't even have to be climactic between the two of you, but it was some climax that came to head. An illusion was created. And you know what? We were not, as masculines and feminines, letting go of the old tower. We were not. So the universe came in and said, you know what? I'm going to create something. I'm going to create this illusion. I'm going to show you your masculine is honest and trustworthy. And now, feminine, it is time for you to release that pain, release that burden, so that you can have a fresh start. And I will tell you, Monday, I woke up. I went through my regression. I purged. I got up, and like this morning, I woke up and I said, okay, I'm going to do a reading, because today is a new day. Today is a new day. Today marks the day one fresh start of this connection. Oh my God, as I say that, I'm super choked up. And it's been 7 minutes since I've been on this, right? Since I've been on this video right now, which 7 is a spiritual number and the life path for this collective for most of you. So it's very interesting. It's very interesting. There's a lot of parts here that when I was pulling cards that I got really emotional and I wanted to cry. Not out of sadness, out of sheer happiness to see that we have made it. We have made it. We crossed the rainbow bridge, okay? We crossed it. It was hard work, but we crossed it. He's got the Hierophant and the Four of Wands, and he's got this healing card with the rainbow. And this is like his commitment, his wish to his feminine. She has the Ten of Cups and the Four of Wands and the Hierophant as well. And they both have the Ten of Pentacles. And so they know that now this rebirth of this connection is on new ground. This is the first day of their rebuild of this new tower. Okay, it's day one. Today is day one. Today, September 24th, 2019, is day one of this new start for our collective. I mean, come on. Happens to also be my brother's birthday, so I mean, also significant in that respect. But I knew that something after September 18th was going to happen. Something major was going to happen. And if you look back at some of my readings, I already said that and I had predicted that. And sure enough, here we are, day one of our journey. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. I absolutely wanted to connect with Spirit today and get blessings, and also wanted to use the Keepers of Light oracle for just continue to bless us and protect our union, protect our feminines, protect our masculines, because this was a time where I really feel like our shadow selves were stirring it up. Okay, we're stirring up the connection, and so we've got to protect ourselves from each other too, right? Like from our own self. And so I wanted some blessings from Spirit today. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start with the masculine, and look at this, his first card out, blessing for a resolution. I'm going to lift this up just a little bit because I don't think you guys can see. Okay, blessing on a resolution is his first card. So I asked specifically, Spirit, please give me a card blessing this masculine for whatever the blessing is as related to his journey with his feminine. And I got blessing on a resolution. And then I said I'd like another card from the Keepers of Light oracle for this blessing. And this is facing fears. And he's gone through a tremendous amount of healing and heart opening. He is our emperor. In his heart, he is the emperor now, which tells me, and that makes me kind of like, I feel it, like he is the emperor, and he's been getting King of Cups a lot. Our masculine's heart is open. And so now we have the blessing of resolution. So if you guys went through something with your masculine, it's resolved now. It's resolved. It's resolved. He's faced his fear. He has a resolution with you, with himself, with this connection. And it says here in Kali Ma, in the Oracle, it says major spiritual changes are unfolding. This is your chance to soar. He has soared as the emperor in this reading. Okay, so let's go ahead and read this blessing for resolution. Okay, so blessing on a resolution. This card is from the Blessed Bee Oracle deck. And by the way, if any of you are interested in any of the cards that I use, it's on my Amazon storefront. There's a link in the description box. Also, if you want to book your own personal reading with me, go to queenlight1111.com. Lastly, I'm holding a workshop. If you are in this collective, you need to be in this workshop October 6th. It's about the road back to union, and this will help all of you on these things that we're all going through together. And so I get a lot of downloaded messages. It's like a virtual classroom. You'll see the other people in the class. You will see me, and we will have a discussion, and I will facilitate, lead, and coach all of you on your road back to union with your masculine. In order to participate, you must be in communication with your masculine. You must be in communication with him in the 3D, okay? So tickets for that are at the bottom of my website, queenoflight1111.com. Okay, blessing on a resolution. This is about a blessing to bring respectful resolution to a troubling situation, okay? They had a troubling situation, okay? And so this is very much that, it's a sad truth, right? And the nature of humans, that instead of cooperating, sometimes we compete, sometimes we fight, we dispute each other, we negotiate. And so in this circumstance, it's unfortunate because what we're highlighting is our inability to, speak about our needs, our inability to come together. And so with this, he's been blessed with resolution, meaning that, there's a higher power's will. Like, I'm telling you, I felt that with my masculine this weekend. Like, I was like, what? Because you know what he even said to me? He's like, I'm a good man. And I was like, huh, interesting. Okay. And so, like, you're hearing all these new things from your masculine about his truth and about who he believes he is. He's standing in his power, and, and he's actually resolving things. This is your masculine, like, fighting for you, fighting for your connection and not letting you go. Okay. So this is about the universe helping him step into this power to have this resolution. Okay, I hope that makes sense. And then with the Keepers of the Light, this blessing of Kali Ma, who I love, by the way. Kali Ma is a Hindu goddess, okay? And she is like, I know sometimes she looks scary, like, with this skull necklace, and, sometimes she's in pictures with her tongue out, blah, 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 whatever. But she is powerful. Kali Ma is powerful. She is the goddess of death and rebirth, and she brings old cycles to an end so that we can experience transformation. And our masculine has transformed. He has absolutely transformed. She has helped end a very painful cycle in this connection that he brought forth for both of them to deal with, okay? And this Kali Ma, she's strong, she's fierce, she's fiery, and only she, right, as this goddess, this powerful goddess, can turn this masculine into an emperor, right? She did this. This is the universe's energy. And so, she's got this energy where, she's helped him look at his fears, helped him look at himself, helped him open his heart. Okay, only Kali Ma can do that, and she is the twin flame god goddess rather of Lord Shiva. And I don't know if you guys know about Lord Shiva, but if you look up, Google Shiva and Shakti in Google, and you will see that they are twins in Hinduism. And there's lots of twins, right, throughout this course, but that she, as this Hindu goddess, came forward to work with the masculine, to help him face his fears, to help him end cycles, to help him transform. I mean, she is power. She is power. So now for our feminine, very interesting. This is where I like almost started to like lose it, right? So she got the blessing for good men and fathers, and I like almost like fell off my chair because not only did my masculine say this, and I'm part of this collective too, right? So all this stuff you guys have been going through, I've either gone through it or am going through it, and that's why I have so much love for all of you. And so this is, look at this, a blessing for good men and fathers, and it came out with Paul the Venetian experiencing grace. Here's what I love about this. Look at, you have female energy here, and here in his he has female energy, and look at, in her she's got this masculine energy, right? That this is like he needed that side. And also, by the way, I've noticed this emotion, the symptom, like when you burp or something, like that's a breakthrough, like something is going on. And it's funny that as I was just saying that happened, and I never do that on camera, but anyway, she got the blessing of good men and fathers with Paul the Venetian. So she's got masculine energy here, showing her that he's a good man. She's being blessed with a good man and a good potential father for her children. He's being blessed with that the universe has come forward, and perhaps even Kali Ma came in the form of his feminine, where she was like, boom, with the Queen of Swords, right? I don't know, but I'm kind of feeling that. And now here's this beautiful blessing for the feminine, and her blessing for her journey with her masculine is a blessing for good men and good fathers. And I have to read this to you because it says, this is about men and loving fathers who have fully flowered in their masculinity, okay? This is about men who do the essential work for themselves, for each other, for their family, for their community. She's being blessed with her emperor now. She's being blessed with her divine masculine. And it's saying, right, so he's allowed himself to be vulnerable and tender. Like, that's why we kept getting the King of Cups energy, okay? It's why we kept getting the King of Cups energy, is because now he's in his heart space. And where did he show up as the emperor? In his heart. So he's it now, guys. He's it. And look at this picture. The crown is being placed on his head. Like, he is the king. He is the king. He's everything, okay? He's everything now. And so now with this blessing here, in addition to her blessing for good men and fathers, is Paul the Venetian experiencing grace. Share your gifts with grace. Waves of inspiration and love are coming to you. And this is our feminine, okay? When her space, when we get to her, you'll see she was like balancing every queen within her this weekend and now, okay? She's like Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands, Queen of Coins. She's everything in her headspace. And I was like, whoa. So here, like, this is about this energy. He's a keeper of light, okay? So when Paul the Venetian shows up, like, he is an ascended master, and he's very much present because he shares his lifelong wisdom, right? He's the keeper of the light who helps us accept our talents, hone our skills, so that we can share the beauty of our soul with the world, right? He brings waves of good energy and grace and encouragement, and he works with so many creatives and light workers, people in general, to support their talents. And so what she's being blessed with is like, don't give up on your journey. Don't give up on your love, okay? He is helping you love come into your heart space, share the light. If you're a light worker watching this, this is him supporting you to continue your journey. If you've been going through a tough time, if you're someone who it works within the community and helps people and encourages people and is a mentor or a coach, they're saying like, don't let the pain of this journey have you quit what you've built. Okay, so that's your blessing. Have faith. Stay in faith. Blessing for the connection. This is where I lost it. A blessing for a mother with soul expansion. Okay. Yes, I know I've only been through 6 cards now and I lost it like just at the beginning of the reading when I was doing this. So, a blessing for a mother. This is like this creative empress energy. Okay. This is the connection. This is the blessing for the connection. This is this birth, this day one of this soul expansion. Okay, the soul expansion says your consciousness is expanding. You understand the connections between all beings. And this is a connection that is birthing now, birthing for actual union. This is day one, day one. I also got this for those of you who are mothers or who want to be mothers. Like if that had crossed your mind at any point within this journey or this weekend, like, that, this isn't working out and now, I've given up my opportunity to have, children, whatever. Look at this, a blessing for a mother. It's saying here that, a blessing for a mother so that she knows and deeply understands the sacred and challenging path she walks and appreciates the state and the rights of motherhood evolve just as her child will grow and change into their true self. So a couple of things. One, we've birthed this connection. This connection has evolved, and now this connection is in its true form, in its soul expansion form. This is also saying, because we've got the blessing of good men and fathers, this is also the blessing that you will bring souls into this connection in the form of children. Okay, because everything is connected. With this soul expansion card that we have here with the Keepers of the Light, it's Maha Avatar Babaji. Okay, so let's see what he means. This is about, this is a great incarnation. Okay, and or avatar, and it's a sacred father. Oh my God, sacred father again. And this is about this connection. Had retreated, right? So we did over the course of this weekend, because you know that what I'm doing here is a current energy check-in. And so what we did was we retreated within ourselves, and you'll see this when I start to read the cards, is that because of this energy we were going through this weekend, we retreated. We went into hermit mode. We took a look at ourselves. We felt our pain. We purged. We isolated. And so it says here that you feel that you've retreated from the world recently. And maybe you haven't been actively social. Maybe you isolated yourself, right? But that inner rest, this last weekend, if you isolated yourself, it's paid off today. It paid off today because you are becoming more and more consciously aware of how connected you are to God, to this connection to your masculine. Okay, and this is really about this card, this person, this incarnation, this avatar is here to inspire that fire of union within you so that you can understand how your thoughts and actions are creating waves of energy that form life, right? So these illusions that you're giving life to, the manifestations that you want to have, keep yourself now at a higher vibration, because this universe, the universe has birthed this connection. It is time. Your masculine is a good man. Your masculine is a good father. You have the opportunity to create, to expand souls, to create souls, right? Not create souls, but bring souls into this earth. You've birthed this connection. It is time. It is absolutely time. Okay. I feel like I could end the reading right there, but we're going to keep going. So then I said, okay, fine. Beautiful blessings. Thank you, Spirit. I said, give me the theme for today's reading for our masculine. And we got these 2 cards. And so we've used Chiro Marchetti's Oracle of Visions and the Arcanum Tarot to bring it home. We've been getting the Four of Swords a lot for our masculine, a whole lot, okay? And so he's healing. He is healed. He is healed. I really feel like he's healed. Maybe he's still physically healing, or still going through some final processes, but our masculine is the emperor in his heart. He absolutely is. And so this card, look at this card. Look at the beauty of this card. First of all, it's a number 28, which is a 10, which reduces to 1. New beginnings. New beginnings. And he is looking at his feminine. And this card is titled Contact, Reaching Out, Spiritual Bonds, and Connections. And you see here, this masculine, this man, is standing like he's really, contemplating something. Okay, the mask that's right there, right? That's right before him indicates that he stepped away from his mask. He's done hiding his feelings. He's done hiding himself. Okay, he's stepped away from that. The flame, do you see that? The flame behind the mask, it's showing the eternity of nature, the eternity of this connection. And it's reminding him that all that we see in earth is no more than a mask, right? Like he's masked himself from the connection, but he's no longer doing that, because now he's looking directly at his feminine and understanding that there is a spiritual bond, spiritual connection. So he's holding her. If you see, his hand is under that jar. It reminds me a little bit about Beauty and the Beast, right? So here we got the beast that once that, like he had to go through, he had pride and ego, right? And that's why that enchantress like turned him into the beast, because he had to learn how to use his heart. He had to learn how to be kind. He had to learn how to get out of his ego. Who did that for him? Kali Ma. Kali Ma, maybe even in the form of the feminine, did that. And now that the mask is off, and now how he's learned to be the King of Cups, he's found love. He's loving himself. He's finding love in his feminine. And so he's holding this jar, okay? And he sees the face of his feminine, and it's his love, and she's reaching out to him, right? Touching him with love, with tenderness. And so this is him very much now feeling the connection of this energy. Why? Because he went within to heal. Our masculine is healed, okay? By the way, bottom of the deck for the tarot that I'm using, Tower. No shit, the Tower. I was not even shocked to get it, but I love that it came out, because it tells me that day is over. A new day has come. Okay, for our feminine, boy, this one was crazy when this one came out. So this is number 15. Look at her. She's like dressed in funeral clothes. She's got a message. She's got a flower. All of these like crows or ravens or like geese, whatever it is, it's all black, are flying, right? And there's this like scene behind her. And she has the Eight of Wands, which is also a card of message. This is about a message, okay? So if any of you were connecting with your masculine and like really ending things, okay, trying to get rid of the connection because you're like, I can't do this shit anymore, this is what was going on. It's called farewell, goodbyes, and closure. This is what the universe sent in the form of an illusion or a communication to propel this connection forward. She had to get closure. And, I always say this, like, we don't need closure from the outside. Don't go seeking it from the outside, right? Try to gain closure. If you cannot get it from your masculine, or you can't get it in another connection, right? Meaning, like, if you're in a connection with someone and you have a falling out and you've tried your best to communicate and get that closure, if you can't get it, don't give them the power. You come to your understanding from your own perspective about what it is that has happened, and you close that up yourself, right? In this case, specifically for the feminine, this is a message, communication, that she's like, bye, I'm done with you, masculine, because I can't take the pain anymore. I can't take the pain of the past anymore. And so she says goodbye. That is the theme of her reading. That's why in her headspace, she's Queen of Cups, Queen of Coins, Queen of Wands. She's like trying to be loving, trying to be nurturing, but boy, I will leave you in a second. This is boy, I will leave you in a second, okay? So look at her, like she's got this very sober expression about her, right? We don't know, really. Well, I do know because Eight of Wands. She's sending a communication of goodbye, okay? This is about, is this the final goodbye or a temporary one? But this was her final goodbye. She was ready to end things. In fact, perhaps she even did. But guess what? The masculine didn't let her. Because why? He got the blessing of resolution. And so here, her goodbye was like, he's like, no. Finally, our masculine, our emperor acts. And he's like, no, I'm not going to let it go. I'm not going to let it go. We're going to resolve this. And remember the days when that was the feminine trying to resolve? Well, now it's our masculine. And so here, this is about, the birds, right? So this is really about, like, she wants to say goodbye. Okay, she wants to depart. She just wants her peace. She wants to say goodbye. But the birds flying in the background suggest that a return is in the future. So something is going to return. And sure enough, it did. Okay, there's a constant flow of farewells in the world. There's a constant flow of goodbyes. Okay, but they're always replaced with the new. And she had to say goodbye. She had to move this forward. But remember, he didn't let her. He didn't let her. He didn't let her. So now, what's going on with the connection was the theme for the connection. Isolation, okay? This, oh, by the way, what was the number here? Oh, yeah. So this 15 for her, this number 15, that's a number 6. That goodbye, ironically, created harmony in the connection. It really did. So now here, this card is about isolation. This is what was happening in the connection, all right? And it's clarified by the Fool. This isolation, this hermit's energy, this final purge of the pain of the Seven of Swords. I'm going to tell you, what do I say when I say that? Spoiler alert, Seven of Swords has come up. She was attempting in her goodbye, like it was almost a little self-sabotage, right? But it wasn't. It was her way of getting into her power, right? But it's 3D power that she's just like, I can't take it anymore. I can't take it anymore. So I'm going to say goodbye. So she isolated. So the theme of the connection here is that through this isolation, through this timeout that she was seeking to gain her inner peace, through this energy, it created this new beginning. It created a new beginning. Okay. I mean, it's just beautiful energy today, guys. Day one. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Head, heart, and environment. The theme is, lo and behold, new beginnings. The Fool, right? It's the Fool. This is day one. The energy cards for the masculine and feminine. Look at this. This is like action. This is about, like, look at these horses. They're moving. There's a black horse. There's a white horse. Things have balanced out in this connection. We're taking action to move forward. Okay. Our masculine's head, heart, and environment. His bottom of the deck. Look at this. 2 of Cups. He's about his union with his feminine. And he's standing in his truth. He's completed this truth. He spoke his truth. Okay? Bottom of the deck for our feminine is 7 of Swords. And the clarifiers, 10 of Pentacles. So she was like sabotaging. She's like, I don't want this anymore. I don't want this 10 of Pentacles anymore. That's what she was doing when she tried to say goodbye. This is a card of self-sabotage, like against building this long-term energy, okay? But this was also this energy that she needed to release. And so if you guys didn't watch my video, I think the last video, the one I did before this one, watch it because that 7 of Swords came up for her. So it was actually foreshadowed a little bit that she was going to need to deal with that energy. And she did by saying goodbye. But thank God our masculine is the Emperor. And he didn't let it go. He didn't let her go. Okay? So let's go ahead and get started in our masculine's headspace when he thinks about his feminine. What is going on? Okay, first card, 8 of Wands. Where do we get the 8 of Wands? With our feminine, okay? So he's like, no, we're moving forward. We're moving forward. This is the 8 of Wands energy. We got that for our feminine when she said bye, okay? And so he's like, no, we're moving forward. So when he thinks about his feminine in his headspace, he's like, We are going to have positive movement forward. We are going to heal this connection, okay? Healer of the ages in the oracle deck. And by the way, in his headspace, we got a bunch of sixes. So this is an 8, obviously, but this is a 51. And then watch as I go through his headspace the other sixes that we get, okay? Healer of the ages. So he's like, we're communicating. We're going to move forward. We're going to move forward in this connection, okay? And this healer of the ages, this is about health and vitality, and this brings like this profound ancient wisdom and healing, okay? And it pours this consciousness, and this healing pours from, the heads and the head. Look at the flames being balanced out. This is what's happening in this connection. The flames are being balanced, and there's bringing resolution to physical, mental, and emotional blocks. The stuck energy is being revitalized so that this connection should move forward. That's Kali Ma right here, working with him and healing him to have him take this leadership role to like be in his heart space, heal himself in this connection, and now help his feminine come back, okay? This is the deepest level of healing. And so this is what he has. He has healed at his deepest level, okay? So now as we drill down further into his positive movement of healing and movement forward with this feminine, his first card out is 6 of Pentacles. 6 of Pentacles, another 6, right? This is about reciprocity, equal give and take. I said, what is that about? And we got rebirth. That's judgment. And by the way, look at the baby in here. We got that here with the blessing of mothers, the blessing of fathers, the blessing of good men. He wants a rebirth in this connection because he knows that he's met his match. He knows he's met his divine partner. Remember, we just saw that in his theme. He knows he's met his beauty, right? He knows it. He knows it. So he wants to rebirth this connection. He wants to have this new chance. And he's been in this King of Swords energy. So in his head, he is being logical. He is being rational. But what did I get for that? I said, what about the King of Swords? We got the 10 of Swords. And I said, okay, so he's ending his lesson about this King of Swords. Like he says he's a good man, right? Your masculine is a good man. If he hasn't said it to you, I'm telling you, you're masculine. If you're in communication and identify 100% with this reading, and my readings, your masculine is a good man. And I said, okay, so now he's like going to be done with his headspace because he is the emperor in his heart. What does he want to move towards? So he's got this ending. It took him a long time to get into the King of Swords energy and the King of Cups. So now what does he want? 4 of Wands. Now he's ready for this commitment, for this union. 4 of Wands is about the twin flames. It's about marriage. It's about contracts. And so he wants to move forward. He's knee deep in his healing. He wants this reciprocity. He wants to rebirth the connection. He's done being in his logical head because now he's ready. His heart is open for this commitment. And he's feeling successful. 6 of Wands. I said, what's the success about? Hierophant. He's feeling successful about the lessons that he's learned. Look at this. 4 of Wands and the Hierophant. You couldn't get more into commitment and marriage with those 2 cards, okay? And the 2 of Cups at the bottom of his deck. I mean, come on. So here, 6 of Wands and the Hierophant, he knows that this is another 6. Harmony, peace, happiness, love, balance. He knows that this is going to be a successful connection. He knows that. 3 of Swords. I was like, okay, well, I guess so much for successful connections if we got the 3 of Swords. But you know what? It's actually about success over his pain. What was the pain? 9 of Cups. His wishes, okay? Over his wishes. He was feeling loss over his wishes, okay? But he's got success over that. He's healed his heartbreak, his pain, all right? So in his headspace, he's moving through his healing. He wants the second chance. He's done being just in his logical mind. He's the emperor in his heart. He's ready for this contract, ready for this commitment, successfully ending the heartbreak, the pain of the potential loss of his wishes. Okay? So now where are we with our feminine? Solar plexus with 6th chakra, Archangel Metatron. So solar plexus. Okay, solar plexus is like, that sacral chakra, right? It's about that, stomach energy, right? It's number 3. It's your 3rd chakra. So this is about I can. So this is that energy center that's like located between the navel and the rib. That's the other thing I want to tell you guys. If you guys were having stomach pains or some kind of stomach stuff over the weekend, I'll tell you, like, I think you are purging this stuff that was in your gut to further release this energy, okay? So this here is about, your emotions, your feelings. This is where we're recording all of the information, okay? And so this is an energy where when it's combined with Archangel Metatron, okay, and Archangel Metatron is all about, clarity. He's all about clarity of thought, personal vision. So in her headspace, she's like, I can do this. I can release him. That is my clarity. That is her clarity. I need to love myself. I want to say goodbye, blah, blah, blah. Okay. And so she's like, I'm going to focus on my personal vision. I want to focus on my personal vision, right? This is what her energy was. And so this also says, about perceptions, that some new perceptions were taking hold in her mind, and it was clouding her and giving her confusion. And so this was like really a new and it says here, even in the book, in some ways, this could be a new beginning for on your way to developing a new, deeper insight about what's going on in your life and why. And she didn't know that, but the universe was having her end a connection so that she can end the pain. And now she has clarity. Okay? Now she has clarity. This poor feminine, I gotta tell you. So here's what we have for her, okay? So, headspace, Page of Cups, right? She's like, all right, what about the Page of Cups? 5 of Cups. So she's like, I can't get over this past. I'm looking at the spilled milk. I'm looking at how like, we've missed the blessing. I gotta say goodbye. I've got to end this. I've got to end the pain. And so, so she gets into I can mode. I can do this. I can move forward. I can move on, because this offer is of page form, and I just can't continue to live in the past. And so we go, and then she goes into Queen of Cups, right? So she wants to be open-hearted. She wants to be in her heart space. She wants to be nurturing, but that heart has been wounded. 9 of Wands. She doesn't want to give up. She doesn't. She truly doesn't. In her heart, she doesn't want to give up. But in her head, she's like, I can't do this anymore. So she goes into Queen of Wands. She's like, okay, I'm going to try to be nurturing, try to be loving, try to be grounded. I said, well, clarify that, Queen of Wands. And I was like, huh. And then I said, give me another one, 2 of Swords. So she just doesn't know where to operate. She doesn't know where to operate. She doesn't know whether to, her heart's been wounded. She's trying to stay nurturing. She's trying to stay balanced. But she's also like, I will leave you energy. And this is where she gets stuck. 2 of Swords. My heart is wounded. I'm trying to ground. I'm trying to nurture myself, but I'm going to leave you. I can leave you. And this is where she gets stuck. 2 of Swords. Okay? And so then we go into the 10 of Wands energy. I'm sorry, the 7 of Wands energy, where she gets defensive. She gets guarded. She's like trying to pull away, push her masculine away. And what is she doing? What is that about? 10 of Cups. This is that 7 of Swords energy, ladies, or feminine, those of you that are relating to the feminine. This is like you're self-sabotaging this 10 of Cups. Remember, he's got the 9 of Cups. This is his wish, and he's heartbroken because you're like, I'm done sabotaging this union. So now what's happening in his heart space as related to his feminine? Well, first card out in his heart, he's our emperor, right? He's our emperor, and he comes out with the journey card. And the journey card is all about this journey. It's about movement. Remember, he's got movement here. He's got movement here. He is moving as the emperor towards this feminine, right? He's not letting her go. And so this is about, plans. This is about journeys. This is about movement forward into this journey, into this blessing with his feminine. And he's excited. He's excited about moving forward now that he's the emperor in his heart space. And so now let's drill down deeper. First card out for him is the Chariot. He's like, I'm ready. I'm on the journey, man. I'm on the journey. I'm the emperor. I've learned my lessons. 3 of Pentacles. But he's like this stuck energy. 8 of Swords comes out. And I said, what about the stuck energy? Healed or healing, equilibrium. This is a healed energy. He's like, I'm the emperor in my heart. I'm ready to get on the journey. I'm moving forward because I've learned my lessons and I'm healing my mental entrapment. Because why? He put the 10 of swords on the king of swords. I am no longer going to use my logic on this connection. I'm going to use my heart. And now I want to move forward, Knight of Cups, towards my feminine and have this success, Six of Wands. The Six of Wands came up with the Hierophant already for him. That he wants this commitment. He's going to move forward in his commitment and he will find success because he's worked hard, Eight of Pentacles, to master himself to now make an offer. So now, what's happening in our feminine's headspace? Oh, I hate it when I do it wrong. Hold on, guys. Sorry. Alrighty, where did I get the Three of Wands? Alright, no idea where I got it, so I'm sure it'll come up as I start channeling. Okay, so in her heart space, she's got the Hierophant card, a match to his Hierophant here in his headspace. This is about wisdom. She knows. Look at that family in the background. She knows. She knows this is her 10 of Cups. She knows she has a contract with him. She knows it. And this Magician in the mirror, that is what she wants to manifest in her heart space. In her head, she's a little messed up, right? She knows. She knows. And so when we get this wisdom card in this psychic tarot, okay, it is a major arcana. And by the way, he's got 2 major arcanas and she has 2 as well. So significance, all right, that there's things that are going on. This is about, this wisdom card is all about, you know, education and understanding and the spirituality and the laws of like this physical world, all right? This is also about like-minded souls. Like, just like he knows, you know, that she is his partner, right? And she also knows that he is her partner. This is about, you know, coming together. This is about wisdom. This is about contracts. This is about your love that she wants to manifest as the Magician in the mirror. And when the Magician in the mirror comes up in this reading, if you look, he's got 2 flames, just like the 2 flames came up in this Healer of the Ages. Okay, very much mirroring each other. Magician in the mirror, this is always knowing about know and use your true power. Okay, the left hand has this flame of passion, okay, which she has for him. It's passion and action. And then in the other is water and light and reflection. And so this card is highly beneficial. It's saying you are the magician and within your grasp are the amazing forces. Like she was sabotaging her power, sabotaging her divine connection, sabotaging her happiness. Okay? And so let's get further into her headspace and her heart space now. So the first card that she gets is the Devil card. Like she's just stuck in her ego, stuck in her pride. Her connection is stuck. You know, she's not sure if she should leave him, stay, nurture, ground, whatever to do. She knows intuitively, but she's not trusting her intuition. So in her heart, she gets stuck. I said, what's stuck? Movement forward in love, Knight of Cups, which is a dupe to his heart that he wants to move forward in success, right? So what's stuck for her is this movement. Right? This movement forward into the 4 of Wands energy, which he already got, 4 of Wands in his headspace. So this 4 of Wands is about the sun. She's trying to find the success, the positivity. This like 6 of Wands is all about success. The sun is the major arcana of success, of positivity, of victory. And so in her heart, she knows that this connection, this union is significant, but she's struggling. Why is she struggling? Because of the 3 of Swords. And he's got it too, right? He's like, did I lose my wish, my feminine? Because she's like, you know, blocking me on the 10 of Cups. Like, how am I going to get to the 10 of Cups when, you know, she's blocking me? She's my wish. She's my 9 of Cups. And so in her heart, we got the 3 of Swords. And so she's still dealing with the pain. I said, what about the 3 of Swords? And we got the Tower. The Tower. finally crumble. The universe came in to crumble that pain, right? What I said, okay, what happens after this tower? What happens after the tower, after she releases the pain? Four of Wands. We come in to union. Then finally, we get the Magician card again, which is just like this magician in the mirror. I said, well, what about this manifestation? And we got 10 of Swords. And so what she's doing here is that this illusions that she's manifested with her shadow of the magician's energy, that is ending. I said, okay, so then what happens after the ending? King of Pentacles, okay? And I said, okay, well, what does she do with the King of Pentacles? Three of Wands. She manifests this Four of Wands. She manifests this connection once she ends the pain. And boy, does she. Boy, does she. Okay? She manifests this connection. So what's happening in the environment? We've got a lot of magician energy going on in his environment. Awareness. This is the Magician card. And we got it with second chakra, Archangel Ariel. So the magician with this second chakra, Archangel Ariel, has everything to do with the creation of intimacy, creativity, closeness, connections, nurture, emotional intimacy, expression of love. That's what he's manifesting now, because our Emperor is in his heart space. So now as we drill down further into his heart, here's what's happening. Okay, here's what's happening in his environment as related to his feminine. Oh, it's beautiful. Eight of Swords. Okay, well, I'm sorry, not Eight of Swords. Ace of Pentacles, right? So there's this desire to give our Nine of Pentacles feminine. Because remember, the feminine is typically the Nine of Pentacles getting that ace from the feminine, okay? From the masculine. So he wants to manifest because he's loving her this new beginning, right? And what about this Ace of Pentacles, Eight of Swords? He's feeling a little stuck, but remember, in his heart, that's healing. Eight of Swords and Temperance, that is healing. So this new beginning that he wants to manifest, yeah, he is stuck. It is stuck right now in his environment, but it's being healed. And he's walking away from things. He's walking away from things that didn't serve him in the past. And I said, what is he walking to now? What is he walking to? What is he walking towards? His truth, Knight of Swords, okay? So what is the truth? Nine of Cups, his wish that he's sad over, because she is his 10 of Cups, all right? And then I said, okay, what about the Nine of Cups? The Devil card. Remember, she got the Devil card on the movement, right? Because she's like, I'm not moving forward. So he's like, yeah, my wish is stuck. I said, okay, well, what is the wish? Six of Cups, union. He wants to come back together with her because intuitively, High Priestess energy, intuitively, he knows that she is his long-term. 10 of Pentacles matches the 10 of Pentacles in the bottom of the deck for her clarifiers. Now, what is happening in her environment? She's got 9 of Pentacles. Isn't that crazy? And he's got the Ace. She's like just trying to get into her confidence. She's trying to, this attachment card, detach from things that don't serve her. And in this environment, it included trying to let go of her masculine. Okay? Also trying to let go of this energy of heartbreak, of betrayal, of self-sabotage, of deceit. She's really letting go. And that Tower came in her heart over that Three of Swords because she was sabotaging her Four of Wands. She was sabotaging her connection. See, the universe won't even let you sabotage your connection. So there are no mistakes here. This card about attachment is all about fear of the past. And this is what was happening in her energy. This was about stuff that was keeping her stuck. This is about emotional patterns. This is about fear, addicted to old habits, old situations. This is what she's trying to gain control over, to gain stability over. Okay? Ugh, that's what she's doing. That's why she had that card where she's like, yeah, I'm going to say farewell. I'm going to say farewell. That's why she had this card. Farewell. Say farewell. our masculine is healed and didn't let her do that so that they can have, again, this new beginning. So let's drill down deeper into her environment, okay? Okay, Ace of Swords, she had the breakthrough in her environment to detach. She had the breakthrough. What is the breakthrough about? This Ace of Cups, this big love with her masculine. Her breakthrough is, I love him. I love him. I'm not going to let him go. That's the breakthrough. And now we have Chariot, movement forward. He's got the Chariot in his heart. Okay, another dupe. And the Chariot is moving out of this guarded, stubborn energy that she was in to say, you know what? No, I don't need you. No, I'm going to let you go. And that was her burden, 10 of Wands. And what about that burden? She has cycled out of it. She has learned her karmic lesson of this 7 of Swords, that she's done with it. She's come out of the 10 of Wands, and now she's sitting pretty in the 9 of Pentacles, ready to move forward and receive the Ace from her king. Oh, God, it's crazy. So now what's happening with the connection, guys? What's happening with the connection? Bottom of the deck, 6 of Cups, reunion energy, King of Cups. He's in his heart space. Emperor is in his heart. So let's talk about what's happening with this connection at this time. Okay, first card out, Ace of Swords, breakthrough. Breakthrough over the same old, not opening the heart, easier to run away, blah, 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 easier to let go, easier to say goodbye. We had a breakthrough. What was the breakthrough? The masculine didn't let her. What was the breakthrough? That she processed her attachment to that 7 of Swords. She ended the attachment to her pain. That's the breakthrough. Second breakthrough, a second card in the connection, King of Wands. This is our masculine. 8 of Cups. He's ready to move towards. The 8 of Cups is like you're leaving this crap behind. You're looking for the 2 of Cups. Where does the 2 of Cups sit? The bottom of the deck is the underlying energy for our masculine. He's ready to take action towards his feminine and have union. Okay? Third card in the connection, 7 of Swords. I'm not even surprised. I'm glad it made its appearance, because I was like, can't get away from that. I said, but what about the 7 of Swords in the connection? 10 of Wands. That is that 10 of Wands, that it was in her energy that she cycled out of. This was the burden, this self-sabotage, this deceit. So what about it? Emperor, right? So this was that Emperor's energy. She was sabotaging her connection with her Emperor. She was sabotaging, using this burden to end the connection because of his past behavior. That is no more. But yet, Star, to clarify all of this, that energy has been healed. The Star card is about renewal. It's about healing. And so now, 3 of Pentacles. We've learned our lessons. Knight of Swords spoke our truth. And now we get the counterpart of the King of Wands, which is the Queen of Wands. And that is our feminine, that she had gone in to hermit mode to do her final discovery and release of that 7 of Swords, 3 of Swords pain. And now that hermit's journey is complete. It's complete. Day 1 of the new journey. Day one. I hope that resonated with you guys. And if you want to book your own personal reading, go to queenoflight1111.com. And again, if you want to join me for the workshop, go to queenoflight1111.com, scroll to the bottom, and the Road to Union seats are being sold there. The class is on October 6th at 1 p.m. And finally, remember, for those of you who want a quick check-in on your connection, I have that 6-card video reading that I'm still going to offer for a limited time only. It's my only video reading that I offer. And, you would just need to send me some information about your connection, and I would pull 6 cards on it and deliver a video to you. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Blessings. And I'm patting you all on the back and saying, congratulations. Great job. I know it was difficult. I know it was hard. And look at this beautiful light that has just come across that I've just noticed. And what is it on? The Hierophant, the 4 of Wands, the 7 of Swords, the 8 of Cups, that we've moved away from that energy. And it's got here with this 8 of Swords and that Ace of Coins. I'm telling you, new beginnings. Thank you for the blessings, universe. Thank you for guiding us. And thank you all for joining me on this journey. Again, if I could be a guiding light for you guys in any way, then please seek me out at queenoflight1111.com. Bye, everyone.